Hello and welcome to our letter of the day video. Today's letter, oh, Sue, what are you wearing? Those are pretty cool goggles you have there. So, are you wearing goggles because you want to learn about the ocean today and you want to dive down into the ocean? Well, I don't know if that's a great idea, Sue, but I tell you what, we'll learn about deep, deep down in the ocean. How about we learn about ocean zones today? That's a good idea. O is for oceans, and that's what we're going to learn today. Sue's going to sit down so she can hear too. The letter for today is the letter O for oceans. There's the uppercase and lowercase o. Let's see if we can do the sign language for O. It looks like an O. Just curl your fingers around like this, and that is the sign language for letter O. Let's go back and sing the ABC song and see if we remember all the sign language letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, one finger, H, two fingers, I, pinky, J, K, that looks like you're cutting, L, M, M is three fingers down, M, N is two fingers down, N, and here's today's letter, O, there it is. Now look at the card, it says O like an octopus. So we're going to decorate the letter O today and make it look like an octopus. So I'm going to put two big eyes on each side. One over here and one over here. And then I'm going to give him a smile. Now, an octopus has 8 legs. How many legs do you have? 2. You have 2 legs, but an octopus has 8 legs. I'm using this. This is streamer. It's what you might use to decorate for a birthday party. Can you help me count the legs that an octopus has? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An octopus has 8 legs. We'll let our octopus swim back over as we practice writing the letter O. To make the uppercase letter O, we're going to start at the top and we're just going to curve all the way around and back up to where we started. So you're going to start and stop at the same point. This looks like a circle, doesn't it? Let's see what this looks like on the handwriting house, okay? So we're going to start upstairs at the top, curve down, and then go right back to where we started. Make sure that that uppercase O fills up the upstairs and the downstairs. You can touch the top and touch the bottom. That's the uppercase letter O. To make the lowercase o, it looks exactly like uppercase O. It's just a little bit smaller. So there it is. You're going to start and stop at the same point. On the handwriting house, it's going to be just downstairs. So start in the middle, go down and back up. Down and around and back up. This is the lowercase o. Fill up the whole downstairs. Okay, so that's what lowercase o looks like. Now we're going to talk about what what letter O sounds like. So letter O is one of those special letters that we've talked about. Do you remember the vowels? A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. Well, O is one of those vowels, so that means we're going to get a visit from one of the vowel people. This is my friend O. But my friend O has a sore throat. Does that ever happen to you? He has a sore throat, and when he swallows, ouch, it hurts. So he goes to the doctor. Well, while there, the doctor says, open your mouth and say, ah. Can you do that? Ah. Look, your mouth looks like the letter O. Let's do it again. Ah. Well, that's the sound that my friend O makes. Can you spot an O hiding in the picture? It's his mouth. His mouth looks like an O. Ah, just like yours and mine. I hope that helps you to remember that O says ah. Well, remember I told you that O is one of those special letters? They're special for another reason. They're special because they can make two sounds. So O can say ah, but O can also say its own name. So on the count of three, tell me your name. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. What's your name? Miss Kathy. Do it again. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. What's your name? Miss Kathy. Well, O's name is O. So O can say ah, but O can also say O, as in ocean. And that's what we're talking about today. O as in ocean. Well, let's see if we can read our sight word reader today. And every one of the pictures is going to start with O. But let's see if we remember the words first. What's that word? Where is my? Good job. One more time. Where is my? So let's read. Remember, you're either going to hear ah or O for each of these pictures. All right, let's do the first one that's right here at the top. Put your finger right here. Where is my octopus? Very good. That time we used the ah sound. Let's go to this one way down here. Where is my, what shape is this? Oval. And that time we used the O sound. Now, I want to show you this last one right over here. This one can be a little bit tricky. This is an orange. Hey, but I don't hear ah or O. Orange. That's because orange starts with an O and an R. OR together makes this sound. Or, can you make that sound? Or. So let's read it now. Where is my orange? Where is my orange? Well, you did a super great job with our reading and phonics time, and now it's time for math. We are going to be talking about the ocean today, and I have some ocean friends that are going to help me as we try to learn which is bigger. All right, let's start right here. I see 1, 2, 3 fish, and this is the number 3. Over here, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish, and this is the number 5. Which is more, 3 fish or 5 fish? Right, 5 is more. So that means the number 5 is bigger. So 5 is bigger than 3. Do you see how we're going to do this? We're looking for the bigger number. Which is bigger, 7 or 4? 7 is bigger. Which is bigger, 2 or 6? 6 is bigger. Which is bigger, 8 or 9? 9 is bigger. 9 has just one more fish. Okay, let's look at the next one. Uh-oh, where are all the fish? This time it might be a little tougher. There are no fish. But you know what? We could always draw lines. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Which is the bigger number, 3 or 2? 3 is bigger. Good job. Let's see if you can do the next one without even drawing lines. Which number is bigger, 5 or 8? 8 is bigger. Which number is bigger, 7 or 6? 7 is bigger. Which number is bigger, 2 or 9? 9 is bigger. You could even draw pictures if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can see right away that 9 has more than 2. Which is bigger, 4 or 10? 10 is bigger, and you did a super great job. Now I'd like for you to look back at the O that we decorated. How many legs did an octopus have? An octopus had 8 legs. Well, our shape for today has 8 sides, just like an octopus has 8 legs. This is Oscar Octagon. Oscar Octagon is my name. The shape of a stop sign is the same. My 8 sides are fun to count. How about we try it out? Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An octagon has 8 sides, just like an octopus has 8 legs. Now, what color do you think we're going to do today? What color is the ocean? The ocean is blue, and that's our color for today. Let's sing. B-L-U-E spells blue. B-L-U-E spells blue. Hi-ho, did you know? B-L-U-E spells blue. The big sky is blue. The ocean is too. Hi-ho, did you know? B-L-U-E spells blue. Well, I want to tell you something about the ocean. The ocean has different zones or layers. If you dive down like Sue wanted to do all the way down, you'll notice that there are different layers and different animals live in each of those layers. Well, let me show you a picture and I'll tell you the names of these layers. At the very, very bottom, that is called the trench. Up above that one, this layer is called the abyss. Above that one and right in the middle is the dark zone. It's so dark here that some fish even have their own light source, like the anglerfish. God designed some pretty cool creatures in the ocean. The next zone is called the twilight zone. A little bit of light comes through. The next zone, the one at the very top, is called the sunny zone. So when you go to the beach and you're walking or swimming in the ocean, you're actually in the sunny zone. Okay, well, we're going to make those zones for art today in a jar. So meet me over at the art table. For art today, we're going to be making the 5 zones in a jar. So I have some pieces of construction paper that I've cut out. There are 5 different colors, and I'm going to put these colors in order from the darkest to the lightest. So let's put the black one on the bottom. That's the darkest. And then let's put this purple one. And then this dark blue one is next. And then the light blue. And then this white one. Okay, now I'm going to tape these all together. As I'm taping them, let's go over the names of them again. The one at the very, very bottom, that's called the trench. The one just above the trench is called the abyss. The one right in the middle is called the dark zone. The one above that is the twilight zone. And the one at the very top is called the sunny zone. That's the one that you swim in when you go to the beach. Okay, we have these all connected. And so now I have just a big jar It's filled with water, and I'm going to tape these papers to the back of it. I know it's hard for you to see at this angle, but once I get them all taped on, I'll bring it around and let you have a better look. I have one other cool thing that I'm going to do to finish this project. I have the top of the jar right here, and inside the lid or the top, I'm going to just tape some of these little fun ocean animals so they can hang down and it'll look like they're swimming in the water. I'm just taping them to the lid. Some fun ocean stickers would be cool on the jar too if you have some. Okay, I'm just going to replace the lid and then I'll come around and let you take a look. Okay, so let's see how our art project turned out. Look at all those zones. It gets darker as you go further down, and it's cool to see the fish swimming in the ocean. Okay, so if you don't have a big jar like that, maybe you want to use a water bottle or even a soda bottle, or maybe even a plastic container from your kitchen if you'd like to try that out. Okay, so we did talk about the 5 zones. The zones that are in the ocean, I'm going to tell you the pretty common words for those. They're the trench, abyss, dark zone, twilight zone, and sunny zone. But actually, there are some scientific names for those. And I think that Mr. Ray would do a good job teaching those to us. So let's just take a minute and watch this short clip from Nemo. Let's let Nemo's teacher tell us the names of those zones.
Let's name the zones, the zones, the zones. Let's name the zones of the open sea.
Mr. Ray! Mom, Nemo!
Oh, you better stay with me.
Epipelagic, mesopelagic, bacterial, episcopelagic. All the rest are too deep for you and me to see.
Huh, I wonder where my class has gone.
Oh, there you are. Come aboard, explorers. All knowledge exploring is oh so lyrical when you think thoughts that are empirical.
You can go now.
Oh, hello. Who is this?
I'm Nemo.
Well, Nemo, all new explorers must answer a science question.
Okay.
You live in what kind of home? Okay, don't hurt yourself. Welcome aboard, explorer. Okay, class, up to orbits up front. And remember, we keep our superesophageal ganglion to ourselves. That means you, Jimmy.
Oh, man.
Oh, like fun.
Bye, Nemo.
Oh, let's name a species, a species, a species. Let's name a species of them in the sea. Well, it's got a gastropoda, arthropoda, ectoderma, tucanopoda, and the fish with you and me. Come on, sing with me. Oh! Seaweed is cool, seaweed is fun. It makes it move from the rays of the sun. Okay, the drop off. All right, kids, feel free to explore, but stay close.
Well, that was pretty cool. We got to see some pretty cool creatures in the ocean and hear Mr. Ray say the scientific name of all those zones. Well, we're not finished yet. We're going to learn a little bit more during story time. We're going to read a story that tells us a lot about those zones. It's called Wish for a Fish, All About Sea Creatures by Bonnie Worth. I'm the cat in the hat, and I hear that you wish to go down to the sea and to visit the fish. So please climb on board SS Undersea Glubber. It is made out of shark skin and very fine rubber. It will take us down deep, deep down under the sea. We will start at the top and go deep as can be. The top parts are sunny, the bottom parts black. We'll go to the bottom and then we'll come back. Sunny zone, twilight zone, dark zone, abyss. The trench at the bottom you won't want to miss. This is the sunny zone. It's where our sea visit starts. Most of our sea life is found in these parts. If you're wishing for fish, there are lots of them here. I see herring and mackerel swimming quite near. Fish open their mouths and they let water in. That's when the gills jobs really kicks in. Gills sift through the water and pull out the air. They help the fish find all the air that's in there. The jellyfish is the most interesting fella. It looks kind of like a transparent umbrella. Of the hundreds of kinds of sharks in the sea, we only have time now to visit just three. The 6-inch long dogfish. No, it never barks. The 50-foot whale shark, the Mack truck of sharks. And what do we have here? It is called the great white for its white belly, great teeth, and great big deep bite. A shark grows its teeth in neat rows in its face. When the front row wears out, the next row takes its place. Shark bodies are made of the same kind of stuff as your ears and your nose. That's what makes them so tough. The stuff is called cartilage. It folds and it bends, and when it is torn, the cartilage mends. What else can we see in this nice sunny water? Oh, say, see the manatee and her calf daughter. Another sea mammal we'll see is the whale. It's the largest of mammals we'll see without fail. The great whale family is split into toothed whales like the orca and baleen like the blue. These toothed whales are orcas, and few can defeat them. They like to hunt seals and to try to catch and eat them. The narwhal's one tusk sticks out like a horn. It looks so much like a one-horned unicorn. All whales hold their breath when they dive deep below, and when they come up, let it out with a blow. Before we go deeper, let's all wave hello to our mammal pals, dolphins. That's them down below. This is the twilight zone. Of all of the fights that are fought in the sea, there's one that is biggest if you're asking me. Like all whales, the sperm whale must come up for air, but this one can dive and stay way down there for 2 hours or more at 3,000 feet, shopping for giant squid that it can eat. And then there's the dark zone. Get out your flashlights. It's dark way down here, and the fish are beginning to look very queer. The whip nose comes with its own rod and reel. Down here, it's always as black as the night. So many fish here have their very own light. In the abyss, which is the next zone, you won't find many creatures in this deep, cold sea. Sea cucumber, sea spider, and tripod are three. The abyss has a carpet of thick, yucky muck. Animals have legs so they will not get stuck. And then finally, the trench. Before we go up, it is really a must that you visit the vents, which are cracks in Earth's crust. It is up through these vents that the hot water spout and warm up these clams and these worms hereabout. Giant clams and tube worms have enough things to eat because this deep spot has unusual heat. Oh, say, can you see? By my undersea clock, it is time the fair Glubber got back to the dock. And now that our trip below sea is all done, I will bet that you two have a wish for some sun. They're all the way back. The end. Well, I hope you had fun today learning about letter O in the ocean. I'll see you next time for our letter of the day. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye.